allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee, that says, "Fool me once, shame on you." If fool me, we can't get fooled again. We've got to understand the nature of the regime we're dealing with. This is a man who has delayed, denied, deceived the world. For the sake of liberty and justice for all, the United Nations Security Council must act in a way to hold this regime to account, must not be fooled, must be relevant to keep the peace. So the day when you realize there are military people, and there should be, because we're trying to figure out how best to make the world a peaceful place.
KT. Saddam Hussein's credibility gap continues to be as wide as the Grand Canyon. This is not the first time that Saddam Hussein has offered to allow the inspectors to come back. It's been on many occasions where they've been back and then they've been thrown out or stifled and stymied in their efforts.
Things are now more complicated because of what Iraq did, and that we should wait and see what happens.
But I think that the Congress will want to go forward. We hope for the best. You know, in an ideal world, there'll be inspectors. They'll have free and unfettered access. Weapons of mass destruction that are found will be destroyed, and you know, everything will be fine. But that has not been the record now over 11 years. The Congress and the United Nations have spoken on this many times, and we should be prepared this time to make sure the requirements of the inspection and the destruction, dismantling of these weapons actually happens. And
finance reform, including Senator McCain, charged that the new FEC regulations.
Hey, Dave. Let me simply say that I'm still very skeptical about Saddam Hussein's intent and position. Nothing has changed the basis for that skepticism. I still think it's very important for the United Nations to act. I think it's important for us to show the international resolve that the President called upon the UN to demonstrate last week in his speech.
Ask consent that the quorum call be vacated.
Without objection.
There are some who will not take yes for an answer. They won't be satisfied that the UN is living up to its responsibility if it sends in inspectors. They won't be satisfied that Saddam Hussein has said, we're opening our borders. They're going to say, we can't trust him, it'll never work, let's just prepare to invade. That makes a mockery of the President's visit to New York last week to the United Nations. He's called on the United Nations to act. Now it's time to give them that opportunity to act.